And this reaction, again, it's very normal. We've been hit by thing after thing after thing. And as I was thinking through this morning, I wrote a post on Facebook just encouraging people to keep going, and that this fear is normal. And if we're listening to all the negative doom and gloom, the difference right now and why I think there's such a quick reaction in consumer behavior to that immediate fear is we have just lived through multiple things back to back to back. If it's you and I, we went through the dot-com bubble, the failure of MCI WorldCom and Enron, and then it was the Great Recession. And we finally got through that. And thankfully we thrived, despite all that. And then things were going really well. And then we're hit with a pandemic and people losing jobs and businesses shuttered. And then we have mass inflation. And then we have risk of a bank failure. And we see layoffs. And people just can't handle back to back to back, what's the next thing, right? Escalation with China and Russia and OPEC cutting prices and, threats of the US dollar losing its reserve currency status. Each one of those things in and of themselves is enough to make some people go, oh, this is scary. What if this happens? What do I do? But when you've had it happen back to back to back to back to back in a 2-year period, Michael, the consumer can only take so much uncertainty and they just feel paralyzed with, is the world collapsing? Do we stop investing? Do we take that money and put it under mattress? People just don't know what to do because there's so much at one time. And in a world of Facebook and Twitter, when someone starts posting fear, it spreads quickly, and then it's kind of bank runs, which is what we're really faced with. Bank run is one of the worst things that you can have happen to a country. We don't want that to happen. You've got to think about, okay, what if there is a bank run? What can I do to protect myself? And so, I just want to encourage everybody, what you're feeling is completely normal. And even where you and I are, Michael, I think you would agree with me. Of course, we have some fears about what if those things come to fruition? How will that change what we do? How do we protect ourselves and how do we thrive? But because we've been through so many things and we've been able to thrive, it lessens the fear a little bit because we can look back and say, hey, we were resilient then. We figured it out. We can figure out again. And if we can push the fear aside, figure out how to take action to protect us if those things happen, you suddenly have this peace that I can handle what comes, and you just make the next best decision day in, day out to do great deals, to protect your money in different ways, to diversify your risk, which is really important. And everything's really going to be okay, but you have to check your emotions and pull on your, pants that give you grit and determination and courage to continue to take action in the face of fear.